All right. Thanks for joining us for 5 tips for marketers on getting started with Slack. Before we get started, just want to share our quick reminder that customers should base their purchasing decisions on products and services that are currently available. So, my name is Clarissa Ramirez, and I'm an editor at Slack.
Hi, everyone. I'm Rena Henri. I'm a senior product marketing manager, also at Slack. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Clarissa, why are we here today?
Great question. Slack can be a marketer's best friend, but not everybody knows this. We created this session because we've received a lot of feedback from marketers asking, how can we use Slack as marketers? And we've been hearing about this digital HQ, but what is it and how can we help? And how can it help me?
Yes, if that sounds familiar, or even if you're just curious, then this presentation's for you. Today, we're going to share some tactical examples on how marketers can hit the ground running using the Slack platform. And whether you've never used Slack before or it's currently part of how you work every day, we hope this session will help you gain some useful strategies so you can do your job even better. Let's get started. First, it's really hard to talk about Slack without channels. Channels are how you organize conversations, and they're really the foundation for how work is organized and happens in Slack. With channels, you can assemble the right people in a common digital space and organize around a joint goal, whether that's a marketing campaign, a topic, or a team channel. And what's great about channels are they're organized. You have all the right information, files, conversations, even data, all in this one place. And they're also flexible, transparent, and inclusive. You can set up a channel to be visible to anyone. We call those public channels, or just who you want to invite. Those can be in a private channel. And that blend of control and transparency breeds trust and communication. And finally, channels are accessible. Unlike in real life, you can be in multiple places at once, and you can bop around different channels depending on the information you need. And best of all, everything is searchable, so you can easily find that information later. Now, when using channels, it's important to define their purpose. For example, you might have a public channel for all of the marketing team's announcements of new hires, and then a private channel for an open role you're trying to fill that has all of the applicants' resumes and submissions in one place. You can also create secure external Slack Connect channels for specific work with a freelancer, vendor, partner, or customer. And by using common prefixes, you can create channels that are easy to remember and to keep organized. Now here's a pro tip. While private channels and DMs are great, they are siloed. That's because the rest of your company can't access them. On the other hand, public channels are discoverable, searchable, and can be joined by others without an invitation. So unless your conversation is going to be sensitive or personal, don't click that toggle. Make it a public channel. It is just better for everyone. Now let's talk about threads. By using threads and channels, you can address important details and follow up with specific people in an organized way, all while maintaining transparency within the entire group. So when someone posts a message and you want to reply, do it in a thread instead of posting a message right below theirs. This keeps the conversation organized and neat, and it cuts down on notifications because only folks in the thread will get notified of new replies rather than everyone in the channel. Next, let's talk about emoji, one of my favorite aspects of Slack. Emojis keep things fun and playful, but they also help you do more with less. For example, we use the eyes emoji to indicate that we're reviewing a document or looking into a question. And then you can use a green check mark to indicate that something's approved or that task is done. No reply all email needed. And then there's search. With Slack's powerful search capabilities, you can catch new hires up to speed quickly. And if you have a question, try searching for it first. That question may have already been asked in a channel, and you might be able to find that answer before it even takes the time to ask someone else. Fun fact, did you know that Slack is an acronym for, anyone? Stands for Searchable Log of All Conversation and Knowledge. Remember, Slack can be your company's knowledge repository, so use it.
Thanks, Rena. That's great. I'm going to dive into Slack Connect. Oops. Marketers need to work with freelancers, agencies, and other partners a lot. Slack Connect brings everyone you work with in a secure, dedicated channel that integrates with your go-to tools. So everyone gets the updates in real time. There's no need for those pesky recap emails. This is how my team uses Slack Connect with third parties. We set up a dedicated channel for each freelancer and agency. Editors can hop into these channels and get in touch with the contractors, see what they're working on, or dive into past projects. Not only is the working relationship fully documented, but anyone on our side or the agency side can bring teammates into the conversation when needed. All those folks have to do is get up to speed by reviewing the messages and the docs in the channel, which is so much easier than hunting down miscellaneous docs and parsing through emails. We found that shared project channels keep planning and approvals moving much faster than email when it comes to using Slack Connect to collaborate with customers and partners. Case in point, Slack Connect was integral in helping our customer 1-800-Flowers win Valentine's Day during a time when people were looking for non-contact ways to share some love. To capitalize on last year's demand, the company pulled off a creative campaign with a third-party agency in just 3 weeks by working with them in Slack Connect. So by having channels dedicated to this campaign and their analytics, they were able to quickly shift and pivot with their creative direction and the marketing agency to adjust ad spend based on real-time performance. Decisions were made in minutes. Before Slack Connect, campaigns like this would have required more meetings, emails, and phone calls, and much more time to solidify creative decisions with everyone involved. Rena, take us away on workflows.
Totally. Thanks, Clarissa. I just have to say, Slack Connect has been such a game changer for me and my product marketing colleagues. We work with agency partners all the time before we launch a new product. So I can agree that it's been so integral for the way we work. So moving on to the next tip, workflows. Workflow Builder is our no-code visual tool that allows any Slack user to automate routine functions by creating custom workflows. No coding skills required. And using workflows makes your existing processes work even better. They can capture key details that get shared in channels where people can act on them and have discussions around them. Once you customize your workflow to fit your specific needs, you can save many hours of time over the course of a year. So our marketing department uses Workflow Builder for all kinds of requests, commissioning artwork, asking our legal team for reviews, and sending blog requests to the content team, like me with Clarissa from product marketing, anytime we create a new piece of marketing content for a new product launch. And here's an example of an art request workflow in our art direction channel. So once the request for art is submitted, the entire life cycle of the artwork is in the thread, which makes sure all teams are in the loop. Me as the product marketer, say Clarissa as the blog writer or editor, the team that's working with the creative team that's working with the freelance designer who's creating the art. We're all in one place, and we don't have to send emails asking what was the status on that again. It's all accessible and transparent in the channel.
Cheers to that, Rena. All right, apps and integrations, super important stuff. So the magic of using Slack is it does a lot of mundane tasks that gobble up your time throughout integrations. Slack integrates with thousands of applications, and marketers can use all their go-to apps and monitor data and track projects straight from Slack. We often use out-of-the-box integrations for project management tools, such as Monday, Smartsheet, or Asana, that can help keep you up to your to-do list up to date and editorial calendars organized. And of course, if you're here today, it's likely that you're a Salesforce fan and customer. Slack integrates with Marketing Cloud, and you can get more value from using Slack and Salesforce together. Let me dive a little deeper. You can supercharge your digital HQ for marketing with Salesforce Marketing Cloud integrations by surfacing that same data into Slack channels like prospect activity, journey performance, and campaign metrics. There's no need to keep multiple tabs open and log into your apps again and again to get what you need. Everything gets done under one digital headquarters. Here's 3 things you should know. We have these features, intelligence insights for Slack, where you can send out immediate notifications for your team on how you get key marketing KPIs and how they're performing. It also integrates through account engagement for Slack. You can connect sales, marketing, and service teams all in one place. And then coming next month, your digital command center for Slack will help you identify and resolve campaign anomalies across Marketing Cloud before they critically impact your business without leaving Slack. So this is very high level but we do have our colleague, Roy Raviv, a director of product management and sales, who will join us later for a Q&A to answer any questions you have about these integrations. Just know that with your single command center, you can bring together all your internal collaborators and external partners with the best marketing tools to turn ideas into trusted customer relationships.
Love it. Now let's finish up with our last tip. This is a juicy section and has some of my favorite co-working tools, whether you're in the office, hybrid, or both. Clips, huddles, and Canvas. Starting with Clips. Clips is a newer feature that allows you to record and send short videos. So let's say someone on the sales team wants to give feedback to a marketer like myself on a sales enablement document, but let's say they don't have time to type everything out or want to point to something specific in the document. Clips are totally the way to go. Teammates can watch and respond whenever they have a moment. And you can obviously turn on Clips up to 1.25 or 1.5 speed if you really want to just skim through and breeze through the content. And what's so great too is that Clips are automatically transcribed for accessibility. And if you don't want to share your face when you record a clip, you can just record an audio clip or just share your screen with the document. No face sharing required. And best of all, Clips are searchable. Moving on to Huddles. Huddles is an always available and audio first experience to instantly sync live with colleagues or external partners without leaving Slack. Huddles launched last year and is one of the most beloved and fastest adopted features that we offer. And now this week at Dreamforce, we announced that we've expanded Huddles with a brand new set of features. Now you can turn on video, there's multi-person screen sharing, you can add a topic to the huddle to organize it, and then chat in a dedicated thread. So all the context and information that's discussed on the huddle is right there for you to act on after you wrap the call itself. And then last but not least, I am so excited to share Canvas with all of you. Canvas is one of our main product announcements at Dreamforce. It's a new surface in Slack that will transform how teams curate, organize, and share critical resource and information. And when you pair Canvas with the Slack platform, anyone can customize a canvas with time-saving automations and workflows, and pull in data from your systems of record like Customer 360, so teams can spend less time searching for information and more time acting on it without having to switch between apps. And like I said, it's one of our main product announcements this year, and we're so excited to preview it to you. We anticipate that Canvas will be available to our customers next year, so stay tuned and be sure to check out our super demo in the campground to experience it yourself.
Rena, I am so excited to start using Canvas. This is really super good stuff for marketers. Well, let me wrap it all together by talking about how that means, what this all means for marketers. We talked about a lot. So by pulling it together, why does it make sense to be using Slack as your DHQ? Well, times are changing. And it's particularly important right now because Slack is there to act as your engagement layer that connects your people, partners, customers, and apps in one place. As marketers, we know that connection is highly valuable. So having a digital HQ helps you minimize the time that you spend switching between software applications, allowing you to act on those insights faster and make better decisions as you work with others, as you saw in our tips. With today's economic uncertainty prompting companies to manage tighter budgets, it's critical that marketers do more with what they have to reach their customers quickly. And this is where Slack and Salesforce can really help. A digital HQ allows you to be productive and accelerate end-to-end marketing. You can collaborate with ease by breaking down silos across teams, work more efficiently by making partners part of the team with Slack Connect, optimize marketing efficiency and free up time to focus on strategic work by automating existing processes, as we saw with workflows and some of the other tools we discussed. And finally, getting insights at your fingertips with real-time data and dashboards delivered right in Slack. All those integrations we discussed and the power of AI search, right? So this is happening under one space where your teams are already focused, where they can start from the beginning and the end of their day inside Slack, your digital headquarters. I want to thank everyone for making time to visit us. And we now have about 5 minutes to take questions. And if we have further questions, we can take them outside the room. I'd like to bring up our Marketing Cloud expert and colleague, Roy Raviv from Salesforce, to take the stage to join us. Thanks, everyone. We're eager to answer questions.
Thank you.
Way to go, Rana.